Today in Taipei, Taiwan, wild weather forcing closures, a high-profile subsidy scandal making its way through the courts, and a new transit line that is nearly ready to roll. Let's move fast, because the rain certainly is. I'm Dean Bark, and welcome to the City Report in Taipei. Let's kick things off with a bang. Kaohsiung City has canceled work and classes in 5 districts as severe rainstorms move in. The Central Weather Administration, Taiwan's national weather agency, is warning of up to 450 millimeters of rain, which is a month's worth in a day for some places. A stationary front teamed with strong southwesterly airflow is the culprit, and mountainous areas face the most risk from landslides and flash floods. The city's move is a clear public safety call. When the sky plans a bucket challenge, City Hall calls time out. The takeaway is simple: safety first, but this also spotlights the need for sturdier infrastructure that can stand up to extreme downpours. Moving on. Heavy rain is also shutting down schools and offices across central and southern Taiwan today. We are talking Miaoli, Taichung, Nantou, Chiayi, Kaohsiung, and Pingtung after extremely heavy rain advisories were posted. Local governments say closures aim to reduce risks from road blockages, landslides, and debris flows. Rain does not check your commute schedule. Necessary, yes, and it also reveals how exposed core routes and hillside communities remain as climate swings get sharper. Let's not overcomplicate this. Prevention beats rescue every time. On a related note, the Water Resources Agency, the national manager of reservoirs and rivers, says the Mayu Front, our seasonal plum rain system, has delivered about 217 million tons of water to southern reservoirs. That shifts the water outlook from stable to cautiously optimistic after months of below-normal rainfall since last November. Even so, authorities are closing some mountain roads as a precaution because saturated slopes and traffic are a bad mix. Let's pivot to the next story. Independent legislator Cao Chin-Sume, a member of Taiwan's Legislative Yuan, has been indicted on allegations of subsidy fraud. Prosecutors say she and her aide, Chang Chen-che, improperly claimed about 7.87 million new Taiwan dollars in assistant fees and 9.33 million new Taiwan dollars in government subsidies. The Taipei District Prosecutor's Office, the city-level prosecutorial authority, is seeking more than 12 years in prison for Cao and 16 years for Chang. The case dates back to February of this year, when investigators searched 30 locations. Chang has been held incommunicado for 4 months during the probe. Charges include corruption and money laundering, and prosecutors also point to alleged violations related to importing COVID rapid test kits. These are allegations, and due process will run its course. Still, call it like it is. Trust in public service depends on tight controls and clean books. And this case puts both under a bright light. Shifting gears. Taiwan ranks 7th among 15 economies in a new survey by Commonwealth Magazine, a leading Taiwanese business and policy publication. The report looks at alignment, resilience, technology, inclusion, and AI readiness. Taiwan scores first in inclusion, thanks to strong healthcare, education, and social stability, and it performs well on resilience. But AI readiness is only 10th, and global connections are a weak spot, with risks noted in energy and food self-sufficiency and a reliance on a small circle of trade partners. The semiconductor sector is world-class. Now the push is translating that hardware edge into faster AI infrastructure and adoption. Well, that's one way to look at it. Chips are stellar, but you still need the software and talent stack to make them sing. All right, next topic. Lawmakers have updated the name of the motor vehicle fuel fee to the Highway Use, Maintenance, Safety, and Management Fee. The legislature, Taiwan's national lawmaking body, says the change reflects reality. Electric vehicles do not use gasoline, but they do use roads, and roads need to be paid for. The user pays principle is the guide here. This is not a new tax, just a reframe to include all vehicles more fairly, with further discussions ahead on how EVs are counted. Smart move. The pavement does not care what powers your wheels, only how much weight and where you deliver. Quick local transit note before we close. The MRT Sanying line in New Taipei, an automated medium-capacity line linking Tucheng, Sangsha, and Yingge, has completed its final site inspection. The New Taipei Department of Rapid Transit Systems, the agency that builds city rail, says 4 mandatory improvements are required before opening. It is a 14.29-kilometer route with 12 stations, and it will connect to Taipei's network at Dingpu Station on the Blue Line and to Taiwan Railway at Yingge Station. Despite heavy thunderstorms, emergency procedures during the inspection went smoothly. Once running, expect shorter travel times across the southwest edge of the metro. That's welcome news for commuters ready to retire their bus transfers. And that's your report for today from the City Report in Taipei. Have a great day and join us tomorrow for more news.